Hey everybody, welcome to the Recoup. I'm Cooper Daniels and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today, it's my weekly AlgoRANT. Let's get into it. First off, how are you doing? Everybody good? Are we okay? Are me and you okay? are you and me fine? It's a bear market, folks, and people are getting a little angsty. I'm getting a little angsty. There's a little bit of angst in the air. I've had a little bit of a beef with Yieldly the past couple of days. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because I said that they potentially could be moving to Ethereum Max or BSV, Bitcoin, Satoshi Vision, Craig Wright's project. Oh man, we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's talk a little bit about the stats. Algo. I mean, the market's pumping, the stock market's pumping. What's going on? Is this a fake out? Is this happening? Is there a turnaround going on? Is October the month everything turns around? I don't know, folks. I don't know. Buying rips in a bear market's a little dangerous. Bitcoin broke 20,000. It's about 20.5, right? 20,500. So there is a little bit of a recovery. Algo's kind of holding its ground. When everything pumps, Algo says, wait a second. I got to be very, very careful right now. Last I looked, Algo is sitting on CoinMarketCap at 35.5 cents at number 29, all right? And TVL's taken a huge dump lately. Over the last 24 hours, it's lost about 18 million in TVL. It's at 201 million and number 18 on DeFi Llama. Now, we all know that people are pulling out of these protocols right now because they're claiming their rewards, especially folks finance, because you had to burn those G-Algo and all of that. So, by the way, folks, I'm gonna make a dedicated video about Algorand governance, but there's two dates that you must know if you watch that video or not. If you are in folks finance and you still have not burned your G-Algo, you must go do that before October 7th, okay? Do that before October 7th, because then you're going to be stuck with G-Algo and you're not going to be able to commit those to governance. All right. So don't let that happen. Don't let that date pass you by. And then you have a little less than 10 days to sign up for governance at all. I'll talk a little bit about governance later in this video, but I'm also going to work on a more comprehensive video about governance that I'll be putting out over the next week. All right, cool. So yeah, number 29. 35.5 cents, like always. And then there's a dip in TVL, but that's temporary. We all know that TVL is going to start going up again, hopefully breaking all-time highs. I bet it will. DeFi is continuing to be incentivized by the Algorand Foundation and Algorand in general. All right, folks? So it's pretty good. All right. So do you know about Algorand, by the way? Is it just my regular audience right now, or do you know about Algorand's post-quantum security, sub 4-second finality, 6,000 transactions per second? Do you guys know about this carbon negative institutional grade? All of the things that you want in a layer 1 blockchain? Silvio Macaulay, the Turing Award winner, creator of zero knowledge proofs, verifiable random function, all of the things, folks. All of the things. All right. I think you guys know about it. Decentralization, a top priority. All right. All right, guys. So, look. Today was a good day for all my Algorand governors. Our rewards were distributed for governance period 4, the third quarter of the year. All right. So we've been through 4 quarters of governance, folks. A full year of governance has happened. Who out there, put it in the comments, who out there has been a governor every single governance period in existence? In existence, folks. Who out there did it? Put it in the comments. Let's see. I want to see how many of you have been a governor for the entire time that governance has existed. I have for sure. Okay, so look, Yieldly is, I don't know what Yieldly's doing. Yieldly has become a little unhinged lately. I think that maybe their NFT marketplace hasn't been a rip-roaring success. I think that they had all of their devs leave, and then they got some new devs, but then they did something kind of bullish, and I forget what it's called, but they got a company to kind of take care of some of their development work. Look, folks, I don't know. They've canceled on me so many times about coming on this show. That's irritating, but that's fine, right? I just kind of noticed lately, then they just recently, by the way, Yieldly just recently There was a bit of a scandal, a bunch of NFTs that were donated to Yieldly to be given to the community. They were trying to sell them, but I did see that the artist behind Hands, he just tweeted an hour ago that Yieldly has agreed to give it back, and now Hands will give it away on his Discord. So, you know, go buy a picture of those hands. Those hands are cool, right? They look good. It's not easy to draw hands, and those look cool. And then you have the thumbs, the little animated thumbs, folks, eyeballs and the joints in his nose, all the cool shit. It's all good. Algorand NFTs is at an all-time high. It keeps on going up and up and up. And then later this month, Gecko Fam has the MIA. It's all good on the NFT side, right? But so Yieldly has been just, you know, kind of falling apart. I mean, obviously the token has gone to oblivion. It's not worth anything. I mean, what is it worth? I don't even know. I haven't even looked. So I tweeted something yesterday about just, you know, people be cautious. If you're long on Yieldly, you know, take in what they're doing, because they're kind of taunting the community a little bit, insulting the community. Stop being poor. Don't be poor. You know, your browser's in a recession. I mean, it's all kind of funny. I don't really care about shit posting. Shit posting's funny. Yieldly has some attitude. It's all good, right? But I did just, you know, it looks kind of scorched earth to me, folks. And then I find out today that Yieldly in their Telegram addressed me by quoting the Bible. First time I've been insulted by somebody quoting the Bible, but they quoted Matthew 7:15 by saying, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." Wow, Yieldly, that's quite the accusation, a ravening wolf. Man. Well, I have a quote for them. This is Proverbs 12:22. The pot calling the kettle black. You know what I mean? Or I've got something for them. Proverbs 12:22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. Are you trustworthy, Yieldly? What's going on? What are you doing? Why are you... What's going on, Sarah? My wife is chuckling in the background. What is going on, Yieldly? This is ridiculous.
I'm going to start calling you the preacher.
The preacher, right?
Oh.
The Lord detests lying lips, Yieldly,
Tell us.
but he delights in people who are trustworthy. Stop being poor. All right, folks, look. Tried to have Seb on for a lot of times. I've had him in, we've scheduled it and they've canceled. That's fine. I mean, look, it's a bear market and nothing's working for Yieldly, so I can kind of anticipate why they may not want to answer questions right now. But you are welcome to come on to the Recoop anytime, Seb and Yieldly, anytime. And also, I want to give a hearty shout out to Seb's dad, Lee Parsons. All right, folks, let's move on. All right. So what is good? You know, what is good? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, okay, the stock market having this little turnaround, Bitcoin breaking 20, Algorand staying at 36 cents like a loyal soldier to that 36 cent mark. What is good? You know, governance. All right. So like I said, I'm going to make a dedicated video to this, but governance is good. The rewards went out today. Everything is happy. Everything is fine, right? You have less than 10 days to sign up for Algorand governance, governance period number 5 for the quarter 4. You know what I mean? Each governance period lasts 1 quarter. You cannot dip below your committed amount or you lose the rewards. There's no slashing. There's no penalty for leaving. But, you know, if you stay the entire time, you're going to get about 8% APY. And if you participate in DeFi, you can boost that APY, all right? By just signing up through Folks Finance, AlgoFi V2, or Guard, all right? AlgoFi V2, you can use your ledger. I'm not quite sure about Folks Finance yet, but I know for a fact on Algo V2, you can secure your position with your ledger, all right? That's pretty cool, right? And again, burn your G-Algo by October 7th. Oh, I went to Converge last week. I was at Converge all week last week. And, you know, look, Algorand had representation. It was small, but we were there. I was there with Nimble, decentralized insurance, that platform. It is going about, public testnet is going live very, very soon. It's going to be incentivized, so stay tuned for that. But Nimble had a very prominent booth. And I have to say, there's a lot of interest in Nimble and decentralized insurance in general. So that's something to look out for. Folks Finance was there with Algo HQ. I had some fun with them. We all went to a Giants game together. It was a blast. Parawallet was there. There's going to be on-ramp, off-ramp USDC. You're going to be able to move your USDC directly to your bank account soon. And they have a ton of other stuff. I saw a demo for Parawallet. I'm going to get those guys on this channel very soon. I'm excited. Look, if there's one thing that people say about Algorand in the other ecosystems, the one thing, they say a lot of good things sometimes, or they just don't know what Algorand is. But the main thing I hear from a lot of people is that Algorand has the best mobile wallets. That is 100% for sure. The Parawallet, DeFi wallet, look, Parawallet's kind of like an everyman wallet. I think DeFi is for more advanced traders. Is pretty exciting. And there's more and more tools going live. FXDX, you can short and you can long and all of that. It's cool, but they have a tremendous amount of volume. And full disclosure, FXDX did reach out to me and they want me to look deeper into the protocol and they've incentivized me to do it. So transparency, folks. I've been incentivized to look at FXDX and I'm going to. These types of tools are necessary. And you have Silo coming from the headline crew, so you're going to be able to do options, all of the things. There's a lot of those traditional tools coming to Algorand DeFi. And Algorand DeFi, no, look, I feel like Algorand NFTs get a lot of the shine on Twitter, but Algorand DeFi is superior to all of its competitors. Especially with how quick and cheap and fast everything is. There's a lot of opportunity. Don't sleep on Algorand, guys. I know you're not. You're watching the AlgoRANT. You're not sleeping. You're literally not sleeping. You are watching me rant about Algorand. So you're the wrong audience for me to tell not to sleep on Algorand. I get it, folks. They told the guy to stop being poor. And then they put in their description an insult that somebody insulted them saying that a coffee cup has more utility than yielding. And then they put that in the description. Look, guys, I can't hate a shit post. You know what I mean? Come on, Seb. Come on my show, man. Stop canceling and show up. Answer the questions. I'll be nice. Anyways, and then also CoinDesk. CoinDesk just came out with a list of the best universities for blockchain. And there was, I think, 10 of the university that are part of the ACE program, which the ACE program stands for Algorand Centers of Excellence. It includes Berkeley, Yale, Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, Columbia University, Hong Kong Polytechnic, just a ton of the universities that Algorand is partnered with and helps support. So I love that ACE program. Who's ever responsible for that, shout out to you. What a good idea to get the younger people building on Algorand. Fantastic. Oh, by the way, there was a panel at Converge where Paul Regal, the product manager over at Algorand Inc. was on it. The Near co-founder, Ilya something or other, Anatoly from Solana, and an Avalanche guy. Paul did a fantastic job. And Anatoly at the end gave a shout out to Algorand for state proofs and said that they're pretty cool. And that Solana is trying to do something like that. Solana went down again. The 8th time Solana's had to be restarted in the last year. So they got to figure out something. Just start copying Algorand. It's never been down, Solana. You should just copy. It's all open source. And then and then Paul, because they were kind of prompted by the moderator to say something nice about a other protocol on the panel. And Paul complimented Near, said that the Algorand team every once in a while looks at the stuff that Near builds and is impressed. So anyways, it was a pretty nice panel. Look, if Algorand can be criticized for anything, is that maybe it's a little too buttoned up. Maybe it's a little too, I don't know, institutional grade, like I said earlier. And I have a proposal for you, Algorand. If you would like to lock me up in a room for a month and just fill me with all the information, I can go on these panels and just talk shit and be kind of crazy if you want, with the real knowledge, and you know. So Algorand, open invitation. You can hire me to be your panel guy, and I'll just mix it up. Me and Anatoly, because if Anatoly has one thing, well, it's not a blockchain without downtime, that's for sure. He does not have that. He does not have a blockchain without downtime. But what he does have is he's kind of cool, you know what I mean? He's kind of funny. He looks like you want to party with him, and I'm sure he probably does party. He looks like he has a good time, all right? And I think people like that. Now, and you know, let's be fair, really. Like, a lot of the stuff that Solana does well is certainly in NFTs, and those are community based. And like, look, if the blockchain goes down, fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world for NFTs. I mean, it does kind of suck. But really, if you're trying to put countries and central banks and or huge, you know, just huge projects that need to process tons of transactions and need that immediate finality and they need the quality of the information to be maintained, you're not going to want to put that on Solana. You should be putting that on Algorand. And really and truly, one of the main reasons why I got into this space in the first place was to, you know, transform the future of finance, to decentralization, to stability, to being able to do bigger things. So Algorand is the winner there. What am I forgetting? Is there anything else that I should be saying right now? I mean, look, folks, I'm gonna be pumping out a lot more solo videos. I've kind of fallen back on that lately and relied on interviews. I think it's important that I continue to push and to do a lot of these kind of solo videos and talk about different things. Maybe I'll talk about whatever. Who knows what I'm going to talk about. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for continuing to tune in to the Recoop, and let's grow. All right, everybody. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Do your homework.